Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Casting 55, thank you for coming in. How you doing today? How's your week been? Guess you like all of us. Have some good days, we have some bad. Yes, sir. J3, my brother, thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Not too dark. I'm gonna turn this light on some more. Hey, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Cheryl Faulkner, thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. How y'all week been? How y'all week been? Been a pretty good week. Pretty good week for me. Having a little surgery tomorrow. Oh, fine. It's been raining for a whole week. You just saw the sun and over a week. Sun, calm down. It's pretty good weather here. It's been cool in the mornings, around 40 something. And it's been getting up like 60, 70 for the last couple of days. I think next week we're supposed to be in the 80s. Tammy, thank you for coming in. Yeah, next week we're supposed to be in the 80s. I already been planting. I plant out we ran across a little place like a mile and a half down the road from our house. Man, my shirt look all beat up. So put on a different shirt. Well, we ran into a little, I don't know, I guess he got a nursery or something, but he got a little stand right down the road from our house. And he's selling his plants for like 50 cents a plant. I grew a lot from seed, but man, we couldn't pass up that deal. I think she got some Florida 91s or something like that, I want to say. Damn it, thank you for coming in. Cassandra, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. It's just a little 30-minute. I got to get some what's the name cut out. So I won't be able to talk. Getting two of them cut out right here on the side. Work for half a day, then go have surgery. I'm hoping I can get there on time. It shouldn't take me that. They said it was 30 minutes, and I gotta be there. Maybe I should be home before 5. Yeah, we got some Florida 91s or something like that, tomatoes. From what are they called? Garganto tomatoes or something like that. We grew them about my first year growing it. We got some from a nursery going towards my buddy's house. And they grew good. I'm talking about some big old maters too, boys. They had some big maters on them. And they just kept growing. It didn't seem like the heat or nothing affected them. We're gonna see how these go. I got quite a few tomato plants, quite a different varieties, 3 or 4 different varieties. So ain't nobody. This is Get Off Your Chest Thursday. If you're new here, you can type passion or TN in the chat. If you got anything you want to get off your chest, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Just so I need to just see your face in the back. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming out here. What y'all got going on? What y'all got growing in y'all zones? I'm finna put some tomatoes. Well, I got tomatoes, but I'm finna try to get some pumpkins in, some corn, watermelon. Been picking strawberries like crazy for the last week. Started about Monday, Tuesday. They starting to come in pretty good. And birds starting to notice them too. I got to put my bird netting down. I put some over the strawberry bed. I need to put some over by the grapevines. Grapes is growing great. They growing great. Been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I know that. Y'all been watching what's going on. They trying to do everything they can to bring down the American dollar. That happened, boy. We in some trouble. We in some trouble. They forming alliances against us. First to the stage is my brother and yours, Jake Creek.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Miss Davis, thank you for coming in.
How y'all doing in the chat? What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Hey, it's easy. Like, hey, I'm just chilling. I hurt my hip Monday, and I ain't been doing nothing this whole week.
You hurt your hip.
Yeah,
How you do that?
jumping out the bed.
I know the feeling, boy. I know.
Hey, sure.
Yeah, it don't happen to me too much no more. But I got bone spurs in my left hip. So sometimes when I get up and I put all the weight, I just get up too fast. I put all the weight down on that side. It's just like, no sir. You gonna sit back down for a minute.
Now, I always, even though he gets up at 6:30, I get up at 6 or 6:30, and I just get up to make sure he up. And I just jumped out the bed. I don't know why I was so energetic. I just jumped out the bed and whoa. Been hurting ever since. I did too much.
Hey, Educated Natural, thanks for coming
in. The hardest thing I did today, the hardest thing I did this whole week was open that box up with them trees in there. That's it. I'm getting
today I ain't do too much at work, so I'm pretty rested.
Oh, I'm giving myself a break for this week. Let my hip kind of heal. I'll be back on it next week.
I do got something I want to get off my chest.
Or
we bought this lawnmower, one of them self-propelled. I don't know why we got it. You know, my yard, the way I got stuff growing and stuff, it's not really big enough to get a riding mower. We had a riding mower. It just didn't work because there's not enough space that you can't mow that much with it. So So I had to push more. A self-propelled one. We got a self-propelled one. Man, I hate that thing with a passion. You know how the cord is way up here. It's got a handle that connects it. Well, about the first week we had it, that thing broke off. And now it's so hard to start. I was out there trying to mow the yard today. Well, no, yesterday. Run like crap. Only got like one side of the yard done, and it cut off on me. Couldn't get it to start back. Started it yesterday. Got half of the front mowed. Cut off on me. Couldn't get it to start back. Boy, I got home from work today. I was like, man, I ain't even gonna try it. No, sir, no, sir. That's the devil testing me. Testing me.
Yeah.
Miss Patty, thank you for coming in.
How you doing, Miss Patty?
What's up?
Marlon?
Marlon,
In the world?
thank you for coming in.
How you doing?
Say good night. You have a blessed one. And something else I did, man. Yesterday, made this whole video. It was gonna be a premiere, like 25, 30 minutes. I even tagged Mrs. T and Miss Patty in it. I was showing them strawberry plants that I sent them, the way they grow in a couple of years. Man, I just saw them got some big size berries on them. They call whoppers. They're supposed to get bigger than that, but most of the time when you dig them up and you move them, you straighten your rows up, they don't get as big as they normally would. But I made this whole video now. I was gonna drop it as a premiere, uploaded it, and my phone kept saying out of space. So I deleted it after I thought I had it uploaded. And it turned out I deleted it off of Facebook. I mean Facebook. Off of YT too.
I get sick of my phone with that too. I had to go in and delete a whole bunch of pictures and stuff.
Yeah. I had a camera. It worked good for about 2-3 weeks. And all of a sudden it won't even connect to the laptop no more. So get it.
I got a Surface Pro and not too much connect to that. I put my GoPro to it and all that stuff. It don't pick it up. But I am going to get out there tomorrow morning and try to put them trees in the dirt, though. They sent me some trees, and the trees were skin under the pencil. I put them all in the ground.
Appreciate it. Traditional media.
3 died and 3 alive.
3 died and 3 alive.
Yeah, I called Bottoms, told them what the deal was. They said, send me some pictures. Send them a picture.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
2 days later, well, today I got the plants in today. Open it up. They're about twice the size of a pencil now. They ain't got no real girth to them, but they're bigger than a pencil.
That's bigger than a pencil.
Yeah. And this time they were not bare roots. They put a whole bunch of dirt up in there with them. Make sure you put the dirt in the hole with it. If you gave me some dirt the first time, they would have went in the hole with it.
Yeah. You know them. You ever bought them trees? They got them bags around the bottom of them.
That's what they got.
I'm talking about like they made like out of, I don't know. It breaks down the material. It's like
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, I bought 2 trees a couple years ago, and I didn't know that stuff breaks down. And then when I undid the bag and pulled the tree out, it pretty much killed the trees. Because it busted the soil up and stuff. I mean, they did good for a couple of days, and then they just went out. I was like, Lord, I didn't know it. I should. Now, every time I get one like that, I just cut a couple slits in it, take that knot off the top,
and leave it alone.
Thing in the ground.
Yeah, well, I can't do it. This got they wrap this with plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the plastic off, slide the whole thing up in there, and pray for the best. But
looking pretty good this year.
These trees, they do real good. I think I'm gonna keep bothering with bottoms. One thing I like about them, when you order some trees, you're gonna get it within 3 days. That's what I like about them.
I don't think I ever bought none from Bottoms.
How you doing, Deborah?
Hey, Miss Deborah.
Well, I got that from Hands in the Dirt. He deals with bottom. And
Yeah, I heard him talking about it on One Down
tell us
Wednesday.
about it.
I heard
The only
somebody
thing,
else talking about Ison's. Ison's, that's a real good place if you want to get grapes and muscadines from.
yeah,
They got some.
yeah, but that Isons will take you more than that'll take you more than 3 days though. I
Man,
got
I bought a few things from what's it, Gurney's.
uh
I bought a lot of seeds from him. I think I even bought that 5-in-1 plum. I think it come from him. Man, that thing was this tall when I got it. Just like in pineapple pears, I think I got that from him. And I think I got American cranberry bush from him. It was like about this tall.
but
then
you paid over $50 though, didn't you?
Huh?
You paid over $50, didn't you?
No, I only paid like 20 something for it. But
Shoot, that's still too much.
The deer ate the top of it out, and then they didn't even make it out of that after that. Angie, baby, thank you for coming in.
I bought some what's the name of them cherries? You asked about it earlier.
Barbados
cherry. I had 2 of them. They growed a little bit. The deer ate some of the leaves.
Sunday, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
It just died. It had a lot of fertilizer back there because that's where I buried chicken, dog, goats. It had a lot of fertilizer back there.
They died.
It died.
Man, I want some of the tangerines you got in your yard. I want tangerines in my yard too. I want one in Brown Celeste Satsumas, but I ain't been able to find one at a decent. Well, you can find them. Sometimes you can find them at a decent price, but then the shipping is more than in a tree, and I can't see paying more for shipping than I pay for what I'm buying. No sir.
I'm close to the place in Statesboro where they sell their fruit trees up there. I said I'm gonna go up there and see if I can get some citrus trees from him. Sunday Backyard, what's up, bro? Angel, baby, how you doing?
You know, this is Get It Off Your Chest Thursday. If you got anything on your chest that you want to get off, or if you got something going on your channel, you just want people to know about it. It's 15,000 wonderful people in the building right now. You can just hit the link at the top of the chat and come on up. I just got to see your face in the back.
I got something to get off my chest, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, go on and do it.
No, I got to do it Sunday. He sent me a video. Every time I look at it, I bust up laughing.
He been snagging them fish. I've been sending them fish he been catching. I ain't even got to go fishing yet.
I keep saying I'm gonna go. I got my pole and stuff sitting on the porch. I keep saying I'm gonna go. I just ain't got up and went yet.
We might be able to get to go Sunday. I think the wife is off this weekend. I'll be waiting to go with her. We have fun when we go fishing together.
Oh, your wife like fishing?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to always go fishing by myself. I finally took my wife with me, and she always called, I got a fish. And I can have a bass on my line. I got to set mine down and go get hers.
And my wife, she'll get them all, boy. My wife can do a lot of stuff, man. She can change the oil. I've seen her change the alternator before.
My son was about
tires.
I think my son was about 7 or 8, and we went to this one place, had a big dam, and I bought 2 things of worms and everything. Why you buying them worms? We ain't gonna be out here that long. I said it's all right. I left them right there by the car, And I said, all right, y'all go fish right here. I went all the way down the berm and everything,
Uh,
started fishing. I had tell me, I got a fish. My son took the fish off for her. Since that point, she been taking fish off by herself ever since. She'll grab a rag, grab the fish, and she take the hook out herself.
Angie says she likes to fish.
Hey, that's my stress reliever.
It's fun. It's fun, especially when you're catching them. When you
Hey,
ain't catching them, it ain't too fun.
I have fun too when I didn't catch him. The point is, I'm by myself. It just relieves stress.
Yeah, I
I
used to go a lot, man, with my ex stepdad and a cousin of mine. We used to go all the time. We got off work. That's where we was heading to the creek somewhere, to the creek or to the river.
hmm.
I mean the
I,
lake. You love fishing too, Casper. CC
I
Texas Garden. Thanks for coming in.
I used to do 12 and 14 hours at work. I get off work, I go fishing. Sometimes I go in my uniform or
Oh,
go ahead and change. I go fishing. I get back, try to get in bed before 12, 1 o'clock.
uh,
I sleep, wake up, and do it all over again.
Educated Natural says she never went fishing before. She said her grandfather wouldn't take her. He would take the brother. Her mama wouldn't let her go because she was too little and a baby girl.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when we was
You
young,
said the
man.
key word too, grandfather. A lot
I
of
remember when we
grandfathers
was
don't do
young.
stuff with the
My
grand.
great uncles would take us, and they would never take the girls. They would take all us, and we would all have cane poles, sitting out on the creek bed somewhere fishing. But they would never take the girls.
Now, the first time I went fishing, I had a fishing pole. It was my uncle's fishing pole, and he had a fit. He had a fit because we bought this pole and all that. We got back home. He semi beat me up and all that stuff. I said, no problem. My grandmother had a brand new mop out there. I took the handle off the mop, one of them screw in handles.
Hmm.
My granddaddy had some U-shaped nails. Shoot, I went and put me some U-shaped nails in the handle, and we had a bunch of reels sitting around there. I put a U-shaped nails around the back of the reel. I went fishing with that broom handle.
CC Texas Garden says she loves fishing too. Man, we used to fish so much. Man, I told y'all about my cousin shooting himself in the leg trying to beat lead out of a bullet so he can
Trying to
have
be
weight.
lit.
Yeah, we was out of weight. So he was in the back room. We had the door shut and everything. We was up in the front room watching TV. One thing we heard was pow. Thought somebody was shooting outside. He
Bingo.
was hollering. He was over there beating a bullet with a hammer, trying to get the lead out of it. And somebody shot off and sprayed off in his leg.
Oh man.
He crazy anyway, boy. Yeah, cane post was the best, boy. I had some good times on them creek banks with my
Yeah.
uncles and my
Yeah.
cousins, them sitting there talking and fishing, him sitting over there, them sitting over there whittling, drinking their liquor, eating their onions. I remember on Saturdays, uh, my uncle, he's gonna pass away now. He used to take me, his son, and his best friend. We would get him. It was either Saturdays afternoons. He would come pick us up. It would just be us four. We'd be just riding around all these little countries in the back roads. They just be talking and drinking on some drink while we was riding. We rode all day long. We'll start like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. When we would come home, it was 8 or 9
On the
o'clock.
armchair.
They just riding and talking. You didn't hardly ever see police back then. Nowhere. Cause they sure would have been in jail for drunk. They be three thirds in the wind every day. The first Saturday in June is free fishing day in Texas. You don't have to have a license. We have them. I want to say ours is the second or the third week in June. I'm going fishing this weekend. I might try to go Sunday. Well, there's a few mama. Thank y'all for coming in. It's Get It Off Your Chest Thursday. If y'all got anything you want to get off your chest or anything going on your channel, you can hit the link. It's at the top of the pin to the top of the chat. Yeah, it's crazy how things it's so much different. You know, some things are for the best, but it's so much different how the way this world is now than it was when I was growing up. So much things that we did the kids these days will never, never, ever be able to do or imagine doing. We were sitting. It wasn't hardly no sitting around playing no games and nothing. We was growing up. You got home from when you got home from school, you had homework and then chores. After that, you can go outside and play. But you had to be in the house before them street lights came on. And back then it was a simple time because you don't have to worry about your kids too much. Because everybody was gonna watch your kids. If you did something wrong, best believe your neighbors or somebody else was gonna whoop your butt and take you home. You're gonna get whooped again.
I know I'm a little late, but I think Sunday trying to show off. Who care you going fishing, bro? Who care you going fishing?
You're getting some nice ones, some good eating size. I know a lot of people
Man,
where I work at,
he
man.
ain't
They
eating
be
them. He
going,
throwing them back. He
yeah,
throwing them back.
that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people over where I be going, they be going fishing. They just throw it back. They just throw them back. They just go to be going. I want to put something in the pot. Well, everything I catch, I'm eating.
Now, now I had a cousin like that, and she
Unless it's
meant
a
that
fun.
whatever she catch, she ate. If she caught a little minnow, she keeping it. I said,
No, I
I
throw
said,
that
you
back if
can't
I
go
catch
fishing the
something bigger.
places I go fishing.
If it's my hand size, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. If it's not, then I'll put it back.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just think about it. If
I
you
went
if you
fishing
clean
with
that fish and you split it open, if you can get fill off that, it's the right size.
oh
If
yeah,
you need about 6 or 7 of them, throw it back.
yeah. When I went fishing with my wife's brother one time, he fished all the time. He bass fish. We went bass fishing. Well, I was catching some nice bass too, boy. We didn't keep not one fish. We caught like 12. We didn't keep not one fish. I didn't have nothing to put in that skillet when I got home.
Why you didn't keep the fish?
He didn't want to keep them.
Man, shoot.
And it was his boat I was on with him, so I didn't. I wanted to eat.
I've been on Fort Stewart fishing and I done got my limit. I used to have a false bottom in one of my coolers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I put the fish on the bottom of the cooler, then placed the liner in there, start fishing again. Trooper the
Oh yeah, if it's bait,
then what's the
if
name
it
guys
ain't
caught
bait,
me
yeah, I'm
once.
eating it. Yes, sir. Somebody else coming in. Nancy B, thank you for coming in.
Before it be 12 years. Hey bro, let me see.
Yeah, yeah. I've been saying I'm gonna do a lot more fishing because my dad. I mean, he fished every day. You don't care how cold it was outside. He was fishing somewhere. He fished every day, and crappie was his favorite.
My brother came
That's
from
all he ever
North
talked about.
Carolina.
Huh?
My brother came from North Carolina 2 weeks ago, and we was at one of our other brothers' house, and I fished then just to show him how to fish. That's it. But other than me getting out there enjoying it, nah, I just did it to show him how to fish. That's all.
My granddaughter, she used to show a little interest in it. Zara, and got her a couple fishing poles. Then she started turning into getting in them teens. So now she don't too much want to go. Yeah,
My son had spurts at it. I took him when he was young. I always take him fishing. Then when he turned about 12, he just stopped. When he got what 30-something years old. Daddy, I want to go fishing. What? When I bought him a pole and all that, he bought everything he need. Daddy, I'm gonna fish better than you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I remember before I knew my daddy was my daddy, he used to take me fishing a lot. That's when he was going with my mama. And man, we used to stay out there all day, but we had a blast. We used to catch so many fish. We had a blast. It was a great time. I remember that because most of the time I used to go by myself. I get up in the morning, get on my bike. I'm a fishing pole on the handlebars. I'm just riding out. I'm going fishing somewhere. Or I have my gun or something. I'm going hunting somewhere.
Nah, I ain't did no hunting since
I ain't either. I ain't got nowhere to
I
go.
think the last time I went hunting was in 80 something.
If it's in the yard.
Oh, don't say that then, because shoot, if you call that hunting, I've been doing it all the time.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Panda pole I got. Babaging Penalapa.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. JB Hart. Thank you for coming in. JB's. Let's get it off your chest Thursday. If you type passion or TN in the chat, it'll drop your link. If you got anything you want to get off your chest, you're gonna hit the link at the top of the screen and come on up. I just gotta see your face in the back. Yeah, man. I would get up, get my BB gun or my little 22 if I was going quail hunting or rabbit hunting. And I would just go.
I used to always deer hunt, and when a wild hog come along, sometimes I shoot it and leave it, or I shoot at it just so to run the other way. And I had a first sergeant, and he just come, hey, what you say? You went hunting? Yes, sir. Where my pig? Huh? I said, I don't get pig. I only deer hunt. I know you have some boars out there. So he every time I go hunting, and I see a pig, I got to bring it back for him.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to kill me a hog. And they started to migrate towards this way. So they've been having sites about, maybe like 80 miles away from here. Well, you know what's crazy? My wife was telling me like two weeks ago, the road over from us, that a man down there that lives over there spotted a bear, a black bear. Coach Mary Martin, thank you for coming in.
How you doing, Coach Mary Martin? The only thing I could Fort Stewart got a cougar. That's about it.
Ooh, cougar? Oh, them thing fat.
Yeah.
Like I take my chances with the bear.
I ain't taking chances with neither one of them. I'm shooting.
Me too.
Whether he come at me or not, I'm shooting.
I appreciate you. Yeah, me too. Yeah, they come over here. It's gonna be some bear meat. I ain't never had it, but I'm gonna eat it.
Hey, meat is meat.
African dream.
I got to be careful what I say because somebody. I got in trouble last time just saying something, and it went all the left way. That's how I got that video call. That call on my phone. But no, all meat ain't edible. Let me change that right now.
He said, "What we still doing up is late." No, what y'all still doing up is late. It's early for us. Not early, but it's only 8:30 here. 8:30.
Yeah, 9:34 for me. And you still should have been sleeping, African.
Mm-hmm.
Getting up in about another 2-3 hours.
It's about 3-4 o'clock in the morning over there.
You know vampires don't sleep.
Oh, he's a vampire.
They just close their eyes.
I still ain't figured out the answer to his little get it off your chest thing though. Only thing I can think of is just got to be the wheels on the bus go round and round. That's the only thing, the logical explanation I think for it is the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Don't make that man come up here again with. he gonna come asking some questions. That, ain't no answer to it.
Ain't no answer to it. Ain't no answer to it. I like going over and watching African Dream. They can talk about some real topics. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Most of the time I just can't. I'm at work, so I'm listening.
Yeah, I usually take my computer outside with me, and I listen. And some on my watch, but then some of them just listen to.
Yeah, I was like on videos. I do that too a lot. Vision, I love going over and listening to Vision. Vision, we talking so much knowledge, getting people. Oh man. You know, we all need to try to do our part, especially, I mean, because you never know what this world coming to. That's one reason I got this solar system. You know, it's been a pain in my for a minute now, but you know, it's finally starting to. I think it's gonna start panning out. But it's been a pain.
The truth to that is what I see. You better have a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah,
solar, electric, generator.
Yeah, I got
everything.
I got 16 panels with a PowerX Generator backup system. Because I was trying to pull them on the panel.
Come on, African Dream. You know you ain't sleeping no way.
Oh, he might come up here as the word of him.
Hey, he letting April get her beauty sleep, and he just staying there.
Yeah, he just staying there.
Hey, baby, I'll wake you up if something happens.
Yeah, they make a good duo, man. Great people. Can't say about them. Hey, next coming up is my brother. I need to get a one of them Paul things so I can clap people in.
I'm gonna get this off my chest. You know, there he go again. Do I have to pick up my phone, man?
What you say? I can't hear you.
Barely thinking to go there.
Do I have to pick up my phone this time?
Hey man, nah man. I thought you was about to say how you fish with the honey around the worm and all of that stuff like that.
The honey around the world.
I said, yeah, I'll teach you how to catch a bass. How y'all guys doing, man?
We doing great,
man.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm still at the shop trying to get some stuff done before I get out of here. I said I'm gonna hop on here and say what's up, man. I've been so busy. I ain't been able to catch a lot of Odoms live, so I was like, let me come in here today and see what's going on.
We know life is hard on us all. We all got stuff to do.
Yeah.
You need a hand?
Huh?
You need a hand? Working on vehicles, need a hand? Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm good. My help already my help done left for the day.
I couldn't work on that stuff nowhere.
Huh?
I can't work on that stuff nowhere. It's all electronic and all that.
Yeah, not the new stuff.
It's a lot of mechanical. It's still some electronic stuff, but I just be worried about you selling your own product out of my shop. So
he gonna be
like, dang.
He gonna be slinging honey out the shop.
Man, look here. Yeah,
it's just a new type of oil, man. It's a new type of oil.
New type of oil.
See, I had y'all some peas up here tomorrow. Now you come back tomorrow for your change. Yes, sir. But yeah, I just now got back into fishing, man. Fishing is totally different for me now. It does add a sense. Let's see. It has a garden element to it. Like you say, sometimes it's good to go fishing by yourself. Just to clear your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes you don't realize that till you're out there with somebody and they still talking to you. You be like, man,
don't you ever shut up?
I got a cousin like that, man. He be want to go fishing, but he just like it's the whole time.
Now, so, women that like to fish, they know to go fish and be quiet. But if you take a wife and she ain't show nothing about fishing, she gonna
Mm-hmm.
ask you about everything you do. When she get a little nibble, I got to bite, I got to bite. She keep going. Ain't no fish on it, just a little minnow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife, she's pretty good. I gotta get her back out there, but she's pretty she ain't gonna sit out there and talk you to death. She now my wife talks, y'all know that. But when it come to like if we go out there fishing, she gonna do her thing and she ain't gonna really bother you too much, you know. So I need to get her back out there, but like I didn't realize how expensive fishing stuff was. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because like I said, I've been out the game. I put it in the chat. I at least been out the game for like 12 years. Like I ain't been fishing in like 12. I literally just started back fishing. So, um, yeah, it's a totally different game when you go out there now. And I'm that guy. Catch a bass, I throw it on back down. I'm like, man, that was a good fight. And I started asking people. I was like, yo, is bass nasty? And everybody keeps saying, oh, it's a game
Man.
fish. You know, this, that, and the other. And then other people like, yeah, I eat bass. But then when I ask them how it tastes, they can't really describe it to me. So I don't know. And if I had it before, it was when I was a kid. I don't remember. You know,
Now
we was
bass
we was
is
big on brim, crappie,
Yeah,
and like catfish.
yeah.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, but bass wasn't that I can remember. You know, you say bass, you know, it was sea bass. You know,
Man, I'm
Yeah, we
telling you, you get a bass, you clean that fella up, lay it open, butterfly, and you
hmm
take and you put some of that flour.
okay.
Well, I don't know how you like yours, but you can. They got different seasons you can put on it.
uh-huh,
Man, shoot,
yeah.
you, you had Doris on there cooking fish on Sunday.
She'd be the only one doing it because I mess it up.
Yeah, I love some
I
fried
mess it
fish.
up. Yeah.
Actually, that's what I cooked for dinner today.
Hey, next coming up, y'all is African Dream.
Yes,
Fried
sir.
fish, onion rings, and French fries.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. My wife, she gonna eat the fish that come from out of the what we catch. The
Oh
fish she
man,
eating is Captain D.
Yeah,
She catch them, but she ain't eating.
she wants a
they
tilapia, right?
Yeah.
they had a study and they was showing how most of these restaurants saying they got grouper and all this stuff and how it was some cheap fish from China that people were substituting for in the restaurant. They was using some
Mm-hmm.
like dollar fish to I mean they was putting it up under every name, any little expensive fish you wanted to order, that's what it was. And they did a study from Atlanta all the way to Florida and like I think it was 85 to 95% of the people restaurants that's what they was using that fish. It was being substituted. Took they went to the restaurant, ordered a fish, then took it with them and got DNA samples to say
Mm-hmm.
what kind of fish it was. So I was like, that's crazy.
Guarantee it
Yeah.
was tilapia.
No,
That's
this was a fish that they said was like worse than that. They showed you how they was being raised, all types of
He
PETA
thought it
type
was a
stuff.
grouper.
It was a weird looking fish.
Yeah,
It was over, over the water, we'll say.
yeah. Hey, Sunday backyard. I got a question for you, man. I came over
uh-oh.
here to y'all talking to each other. I
What
came over
kind
here
of
to get
fish it
stuff
is?
off my chest.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna start with you, man, and then I'm gonna go to everybody. Say, man,
Okay.
what's your bag, man? I don't see why you. I've been seeing videos you being not happy fishing. What's wrong with you being out
You
there
see,
happy fishing, catching fish,
hey,
and
you see
eating
where I'm at
exhaust?
right now? I need some of that. I'm still at work, brother. I'm
I
still at
see you,
work.
Frank. I see.
But it's
I
it's it's
see.
just I don't know. I just got a for some reason I don't know what sparked it in me. I just got an itch. I wanted to practice with a bait caster. A lot of people I knew use a bait caster. I ain't never used that. I was like broke farmer. It was a zip code 3033
33.
or a open. We call them open face reels.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
One of
Mm-hmm.
those. But that bait caster, I used to stay away from it. But I bought me one, spent a good bit of money on it, learned it, got another one, learned it, and it's crazy how they actually respond. It's like a different world. They respond differently. They
Right.
cast different between the two. But I'm gonna do a video. Most people on my channel don't like the fishing stuff at all, like far as views wise. But I still show. I like to show everything I do. I don't want to just show gardening. I don't want to just show. I'm gonna show you like a vlog style of what I got going on. Period. Unless it come to
Okay,
cars, then I
okay.
put that on my other channel.
Well, that's
But I'll
good.
show
Have you
my
ever-
equipment.
Yeah, good. I'm happy for you. Well, speaking of cars, I got another question for you, Mr. Mechanic, sir. Say,
Hey
look
man,
here,
I
man.
don't have that.
You,
I don't have that F350 for you right now, man. I'm working on it.
oh, well, thank you. I'll keep working on it, man, because I sure want one, boy. If I can, that's my dream. That's my dream car right there, man.
King
Larry
Ranch.
Everybody
or
dream
King
car.
Ranch.
King Ranch.
Ranch. Either one. Hey, look here. But say, man, I got a bone to pick. Well, it ain't a bone to pick with you. I just got something to get off my chest, man. You a mechanic, right?
Keep it coming, yes sir.
And you know what a chassis is, right?
Yeah.
Why a chassis got to have all them S's in it, man? Why you got to spell chassis like that, man?
I don't know. I didn't invent it.
Well, yeah, well,
So
whatever.
I need to do something about it.
You gonna have to do something about
I'm
it.
waiting for
because
his. I'm waiting for African answer now.
I ain't got no answer, man. I came on here to get stuff off my chest.
I'll
I'm talking
work
to a
on. I'll
mechanic.
work on that. I'll work on that chassis, and I'll make sure the chassis on that F350 right for you, there, boss.
There you go. Okay. Well, I guess we can work something out now.
Gonna be undercoated
man,
and everything. No rust. No rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want no rust, man. I don't want no rust in my undercarriage. I don't want none of that, man. All I want is
Here you go.
I want peanut butter
Soundproof?
seats.
You want a
It ain't gotta
soundproof
be
too?
soundproof. No, I don't want a soundproof because I want to hit a road.
You want to hear that thing? You
Because I
want to hear that thing?
I want mud tires on it, man. And I want it to be a dually. I don't want no. Look, man, y'all don't understand. This is my dream truck right here. I don't want to go through no car wash. I want somebody's hands out there laid on it with soap and water every time. Yeah.
Hey, and if you going through a car wash, it's gonna be at the truck stop where you can drive through and they still lay hands on it, right?
Uh-huh.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
David, thank y'all for coming in.
We right there. We right there.
Hey man, man, that's my dream truck, boy. I take that on. You could give me a Lambo. I don't want no Ferrari. I don't want the newest prototype Benz. I want a F350 King Ranch, baby.
You want those side steps to pop out when you open the door, just drop down for you.
Yes, and thank you. Yes, and thank
you. You gotta,
yes, sir.
hey, that'll force you to open the door for your wife. Cause when she jump out, she gonna say, "Wee."
For real, for real. Yes,
hey, we'll start
sir.
cussing them out one because hey, she fall
get
off
rid of
that
this
step.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, she ain't tall as nothing. But man, I enjoy y'all, fella. But I got another question. I'm gonna keep listening to my brother, son, the backyard, and the rest of y'all, fella.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna get it off my chest. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. Cause I thought I was worried. I was like, I don't think I did nothing. I was like, I had to think. I was about to text my wife. I didn't know what to do.
Hey, she know where you at. She in the chat. She know where you at.
Hey, I was about, babe, I done pissed the Lion King off. What's going on?
What's up, Dorsey?
Simba
What's up,
getting in me. Simba mad.
Hey man, I don't never get to spend no time with you.
You do know that the light, you see this stuff in fruition, you speaking into existence, and you know why? Because everything the light touches is our kingdom, and that's including that F350.
There you go.
That light touched that.
There
F350.
you go, bro.
Hey,
there you go. I'm claiming it. Yes, sir.
Yes,
I don't know how I'm
sir.
gonna get it shipped over here. I'm gonna have to
That's
go
what I
back
was
to the
about to
house.
say. Are you gonna have it dropped in by aircraft or what?
Something, bro. Cause my
Oh,
goodness.
So
can
you
I
a
ask
Ford
you that?
man?
Can I ask you that? I don't. I probably, if y'all's talked about it before, I probably done missed it. Is you think you found your forever home over there?
Uh, for the most part, yeah, man. I mean, like,
Okay.
I put it like this: we'll be back and forth, but
Okay.
man, I can't. It's like this. Now I know y'all in the ATL. I ain't gonna say Buckhead. I ain't gonna because everything get so many places getting gentrified. But I
Mm-hmm.
got family that live in Georgia. Excuse me,
Uh-huh.
around the Atlanta area, and I don't know. Everybody got one they know about. So you think about your worst neighborhood, right? The absolute worst neighborhood you can imagine you'd have never been to, and think about how you still see people sitting on the porch having a good time. You still see people playing dominoes. You still see people picking up their kids from school, walking them home. And I'm talking about the worst neighborhoods you if somebody paid you, you wouldn't live in them. If somebody
Yeah.
gave you a house, you wouldn't live in them. The longer I live outside, because me and April, we done lived outside. This ain't our first country. This ain't the first time we done lived outside the US.
Mm-hmm.
Man, with the stuff that's going on now, I talk to relatives, I talk to friends, I talk to family. The longer you outside, the harder it is to readjust to that.
You feel
Because
like you walking into the Matrix or something, right?
man, it's crazy, bruh. When you can't go to the grocery store in peace, you can't go to church in peace, you can't sit out on your front porch in peace. Hell, you can't even be in your house, really. And if you in your house, you still need to have that thing with you ready for
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You like I don't know how to say this, and I'm not trying to offend nobody because I'm a Texan. I'm a Texan damn near more than I'm an American, man. I love where I'm from. I'm proud of where I'm from. But at the same time, when you spend time outside of that and you find yourself looking back, man, that's not normal.
Yeah.
And what gets me the most is most Americans
These lights
are in such
blurry.
a bubble, they don't realize how the rest of the world, whether you think it's a poor country or rich country, the rest of the world looking at America shaking their damn head like this can't be real. But
True.
y'all will never hear that. Y'all don't.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna be on the evening news. That's conversation to get had amongst friends in that barbershops and stuff like that. Man, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy as hell over there.
You're right.
Yeah, I
But to
had a
answer your
guy.
question,
I
my bad.
forgot
Go
what
ahead.
part. No, my bad. I cut you off. I had
No, no,
a
no. Go
guy.
ahead, family.
There's a guy. I've known him for years. He's from Jamaica. He came from Jamaica, moved to New York, ended up here, and he shut his shop down, sold his house, and he having everything shipped somewhere in Africa now. I don't even
Yeah.
remember what part he
Hmm.
said, but he literally he had a and of course, it's some buildup of stuff. I'm not just saying this is one thing, but he
Mm-hmm.
had a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
interaction with a cop. This is the most peaceful guy I know. He'll call me out the blue and just be like, bless up. Just want to say hey to you and your family. Hope everything is
Yeah.
well. And he'll say a prayer and leave a message. And
Yeah.
then, that's all he wanted to do. He had an interaction with a
Yeah.
cop and he said something went off in his head and he's like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I was like, where you
Mm-hmm.
going?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't know. When I find out, I'm gone. And that was
Yeah.
probably less than a year ago. He sold everything
Hmm.
and he having stuff shipped now.
Hey,
So
Yeah.
it's real like that, fam.
and
I'm
he
gonna
in his
say this. So
sixties. He's in his sixties.
yeah,
Age don't matter.
Yeah.
He
bruh.
wanted to get away from
But
all
I
that
think
stuff.
I just think that's bold or brave. Rather, maybe that should be the right word. I think that's brave
Yeah.
at 60 to sell everything and move to another country and be like, I'm out, like I'm done. So
Bro, it's people I meet that are doing that every day. Now, I don't
mhm.
meet people like that every day, but eventually, if they over here long enough, I come across people. I might bump into them in the market or in town or whatever, because we don't do like uh social. You know, we not on that kick. Like, I want everybody to be wherever they at, and they gonna be happy. That's what I want
Uh-huh.
for everybody, is to be happy wherever they at. But we do come across people, and it's like, oh, how long you been over here? Oh, we've been over here for 7 months. We've been over here for a year. Some people like, oh, we've been over here for a year and a half. They did the same thing because it was either an interaction with law enforcement, or the house next to them got shot up, or they may have lost a relative or somebody to excessive, you know what, violence. I want to respect the channel because I'm on my man on Odom's channel, but they may have had a close relative, or even a child or somebody they know that was in a mass. You know what? And they like, we just can't take it no more. They selling houses, they selling cars. And I'm gonna say this: we have a friend. You know, we don't do the whole how do you transition or how do you move stuff because it's too complicated. But we have friends that do. Man, matter of fact, we just talked. Today, I think it was either today or yesterday. A friend of ours. So many people getting passports right now that there is an 8-month waiting period to get your a passport is typically a 3 to 4 week a month. If you gotta wait a month for your passport renewal or a new one, it's a long thing. There are so many people getting passports that it's almost an 8-month wait.
I need to look at mine. I need to look at mine and see what it's looking like. I don't even remember if it need to be renewed or not.
Yeah, bro, it's people moving states, and it's people moving out of the country. And I don't get in grown folk business, so whatever a family feel is best for them, that's their business. But I will tell y'all, I have never felt this level, and it's just me personally. I'm not saying it's perfect. It come with a lot. It come with a lot of issues, a lot of cultural adjustments, and this and that. But as far as just everyday peace, man, I wake up, kiss my wife, try not to wake her up, get out the bed, start my day. I try to get up with the chicken. All I hear is goats and roosters and birds chirping and farting and that's it.
That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing else. Well, I remember hearing gunshots going off in the middle of the night and all that old crap.
Me too. Me too.
Just a few years ago, my front door we never locked the door. Now the door's always locked.
That's because everybody know you got that honey.
You can't be slanging that honey, man.
Passion tree arts, bird.
They come to that side window.
That's Dorsha, Toy, my brother Toy, Brain Game. Thank y'all for coming in. Yeah, man, this world is crazy how it is now. You know, back when you're younger, you think it's fun to tote a pistol and stuff around. I think everybody doing it. But now it's like you putting on your shoes. You gotta have it.
Yeah.
That
was it, man. I just wanted to come up here and show Odom some love, mess with my big bro Jigs. You know what I'm saying? Much due respect. What he showing? What you showing, Jig? What you doing? Y'all gotta watch this dude. Oh, he's showing my video. Did I give you permission to show it? No, I'm just messing with you. You can share that with whoever. It's all love. But yeah, I just want to
I ain't showing that. every time I look at that, I gotta bust up laughing. Come on, man. This is strictly for married people. People want to get married. Closest of best friends.
Leave your cousins out of this.
Leave your cousins out.
You see what David said? J3?
Nah, sir.
You be on here with your man boobs out. That's what he said.
Nah, he got me mixed up with somebody else.
David looking for them feet.
That's it. That's it.
But y'all be safe, Kings, man. I'm
Doggone.
gonna get out of here. I gotta finish up a couple of things so I can hit the road and get to the house.
All right,
Alright,
you
bro.
careful, y'all.
You
Hey.
be safe.
All right,
Hey,
appreciate
and
you
like I
coming back.
said, I'm gonna do a tackle video for the people who want to see it, and I'll probably break some stuff
For
down
sure.
that I know. I'm still a novice. So
Have you
uh,
bird
Yeah.
nest yet?
plenty of times, man.
Okay then.
It used to be tradition, but now it's not tradition no more.
I just wanted to hear you say, no, I ain't never bird nest. I ain't never bird nest.
Oh no. First time I went fishing, I didn't go fishing. Kept trying to fix that reel. But y'all Kings be safe, man. Take care.
You too, bro.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, much
Peace.
love, my brother. Much love.
Later.
Man, shout out my bro and Dorsey. Or
Yeah.
just,
Yes,
Peekaboo.
yes.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Them amazing people, man. You know, there's some great people on here, dude. It ain't like the
Mm-hmm.
real world. I mean, most of these people you meet out in the real world, they just so negative. Such a
Well, actually, some of the people in this chat I have met in person, and man, well, somebody prevented us from having barbecue goat in April.
Ah, there he go.
So
There he
somebody prevented us from having barbecue goat.
We're gonna get back over that one of these days, man.
But
We gonna get
hey,
back over that.
now just because you prevented us, I got some Jamaican
not
buddies
me.
that came along. They said we'll take it. They skinting everything right there in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I used
They
to
did
watch
it
my
all.
uncles them do that. They used to say, if any part of the fur touched the meat, it ruins the meat.
Hey,
I don't know
hey,
nothing.
man, I'm gonna tip. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead. I'm laughing at it.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, like, I know we part of the gardening community, but I
Birds and
also,
stuff, I didn't speak to you. I'm my bad. We was having
no, you
conversation.
good, fun. I always encourage people, especially people who are carnivores like myself, man. If you got some chickens in the yard or some goats in the yard, man, get yourself uncomfortable and know what it feel like to you know what I'm saying, hit that neck vein and drain them.
Yeah.
And learn how to butcher, because like you, man, I'm not convinced that food ain't gonna be here. I'm convinced that the food that we used to is gonna get increasingly expensive, combined with the fact that you don't know what's in it. I'm gonna say that.
Birds and
I'm
stuff
gonna
says
say
they got
that.
a goat. J3 got goats too, birds and stuff.
Yeah, J3 got goats, man. He got videos of them. Jay, can I say something? Okay, not J3, but Odoms. This Odoms, like both of y'all. Look here, man. Y'all know that thing that happened that came out started in 2020.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say the name of it. Look here, bro. Y'all know that I don't know what news y'all look at, but y'all know they actually got actual articles and they got videos,
I'll be back with you in a
news
second,
videos
bro. I can't hear
online.
nothing.
Oh, can you? Am I
You
talking
can't
too
hear?
low?
He said he couldn't hear. I can hear him though.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, man, they got videos about writing legislation about putting a notification of a vaccine in the food, bro. I'm not the first one to talk about
Oh
this.
my
A lot of
God.
folks have talked about that already. The only debate now is putting a label on it, so they telling you that that's what you finna be consuming. So I'm not completely, I ain't worried about food going away and it ain't being no food, none of that. No, that ain't what I'm worried about. I'm worried about folk not being able to afford it, for one,
Yeah.
and for two, what all's in it.
Yeah.
Now, if you raise a goat from birth,
You
you
know
know
what's
good and doggone well. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm going.
yeah. David said I don't know when my stomach touched my back.
Touch my back. Yeah, for real. For real.
Man, I used to watch
Yeah.
my grandmama them out there wringing chicken necks. I mean, just with their hands. I was just watching my
Mhm.
uncle just popping them off. I mean, just
Man,
like it wasn't nothing. And then
Nah.
we raised hogs, so I used to watch them slaughter hogs, hang them up. You know, we always field dressed and cleaned our own deer when we got home, quartered it up and did whatever we needed to with it.
yep.
We do that now, but back then that's why we did it. We hung it up from a tree, one tree
Nah.
that we always hung to everything up as camp. Everything went in the
Mhm.
smokehouse.
I got a city girl. I got a city girl. She don't. My wife would tell. I ain't eating no fresh chicken. I ain't eating
Oh
this because it's
wow.
fresh. I ain't eating that because it's fresh. But like
Oh,
I told her,
oh,
I said that's right. When you get hungry, I guarantee you eat it.
It tastes a lot better, but you know your taste buds and all you ate was stuff you got from the grocery store all your life.
Right.
Your taste buds ain't the
mhm,
same as it was with somebody that raised
mhm.
on fresh. It tastes weird to them, but actually it's better. It's more nutrients going into your body that ain't been sucked out. You
Yeah.
know, so especially that it's
Hey,
like with gardening. You get more
brother.
nutrients out of a tomato that you grow out of your backyard than you would from that tomato you got at the store that was twice as big and it's prettier.
Man, Odom's you 100% right, and I'm gonna tell
That's
you
true.
another truth, bro. When we first got over here, about 2 months, man, everything tasted a little bit off. It had a twang. I was wondering if stuff was bad because I'm serious. That's the difference between eating fresh meat that's
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
been slaughtered, been butchered, versus stuff that's I kept going to the butcher and I kept buying ribs. I'm gonna give y'all an example. So I kept going to get pork ribs, right? And I was like, man, what are these little bitty things? Why they not plumping up? Why they not? Because according to USDA, they allowed to put anywhere from 8 to 5% of sodium dilute off in there. They
Yeah.
basically pump them up.
Yes.
They pump them up with salt water.
Yes.
And I
That's
kept
it.
wondering why mine don't cook up like the ones I used to cook back home. Man, fresh, it took a while. And then after that third or fourth month, I put stuff on the grill and I barbecue and I seasoned it and it was a whole different taste, a whole different
Oh, yeah.
flavor. But I didn't realize that my body was purging all of that stuff I had been used to eat. Man, I'm still big and I done lost almost 60 pounds since we've been living over here. And that's just with me just walking. I don't do nothing extra. I ain't doing no super crazy workouts. I get out and walk and I eat healthy and that's it. I had gained a whole lot of weight when my mama passed because I was taking care of her. I was eating fast food. All I did was go to
That
work and go up to the hospital and spend time with my mama, go back home, spend time with April, go to sleep, get up, and do it all over for almost 2 years. And I gained a whole bunch of weight. Plus, I was sad because I'm literally looking at and watching my mama die slow in front of me. So my heart was broken. And man, I got over here, bro. I got this sunshine and I got this fresh food. And just shit, life just changed, man. It just
you
changed for
said it right there. You ain't getting no chemicals.
Yeah.
Your body ain't getting no chemicals. Here in the States, we all getting chemicals. Over there, you getting it fresh. You ain't getting all these chemicals.
Unless you're raising your own.
yep,
That's it.
yep.
That is it.
And the best thing you can have is your own animals and your own garden, man, because you
Mm-hmm.
know what you
Yes.
feeding them. And
You
I
know what?
mean,
Yeah, you know what you consume.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. If Odoms, you walking out there picking them figs,
Mm-hmm.
J3, you walking out there, man. I
Mm-hmm.
know you ain't, I don't know, you always talking about, well, don't eat this one, don't eat that. I eat all of them. Man, you go out there and get you a goat and bust that sucker down, boy, and get them front legs and the back legs, then go to them ribs and go to them hind quarters and them chops, bruh. Man.
Hey. I got the video. The old boy cut the front legs and back legs off. He started a
Mm-hmm.
fire right there. He burnt all the hair off, knocked the hoof off, and he said, all this right here, this gonna be soup. We making this soup. He told me the name of the soup. Oh, yeah, this way he gonna be soup. I said,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing got thrown away on that goat was the
On
hair
display.
and the belly poop. That's about it. They
That's
took
it.
everything, everything, and,
Everything.
You said the
and his
belly
mom,
poop. What's the
his
belly
mom
poop?
was all the feed and stuff they had in the guts. You know,
Oh,
chitlins and stuff.
Yeah.
oh, them
Yeah.
chitlins coming home with me, baby. I
Nah,
love
nah.
me some chitlins, boy.
His
Ooh, that's soft.
his mama told the other boy, go get me a stick. He went and got her a big long stick, and she started pulling the intestines out. I said, dog, that's about 1,000 feet right there. But
Mm-hmm.
shoot, she cut and she pushed that stick through there, and then she rubbed it with her hand. She cleaned all that stuff off of it, put it in the bag. She said, oh, it'll get washed and we'll do all this other
Yeah.
stuff when I get
Yeah,
home.
cut it up,
Shoot, she
clean
went through
it,
every bit of it. The only
clean the
thing went in
fat
the
and
hole
everything
was
out of
the
it.
goat skin. The
That's
head.
it.
She
Oh,
bust
That's it.
the old boy bust the head open and he started roasting the head. He roasted the outside of the head. When he busted open, he said, that's the brains right there. They took the brains out and they roasted the inside. They took everything else with them. I got it all on video. I said, man. I
Man,
said somebody
hey,
probably
you
get
you,
talking about
if I
goat guts?
if I put it on YouTube, somebody probably try to get me.
You say
hey,
goat
me
guts?
too.
I thought we were
Odom
talking
said
about a
goat
pig.
guts.
I thought we were talking
No,
about a pig.
we ain't talking about no pig. We talking about goat chillings.
I ain't never
They,
tried that now. I ain't,
it
no,
looked the same as the regular chitlin, just smaller.
I don't know about all that. I don't know. That ain't what.
Oh man.
That ain't nothing
Hey, African, you can hear it in his voice. I ain't eating that. I ain't eating that.
I
You
don't
hear
know.
it
I
in his
can't
voice.
say I ain't gonna eat it now because if I'm starving, now I'm gonna eat.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what, like J3 just said, man. I got videos I can't upload because we've been out in the bush over here, and you know it'll be a couple partners together drinking. It might be, I mean, I'm talking about like at a legitimate
Know what I eat?
little get together, like a little pub or a little bar or something. Man,
Uh-huh.
somebody get a whole goat, they come through. Man, these cat was just stay straight like uh build a fire in the ground, get some
Oh yeah.
sticks,
Hey,
cut
that's
that
it.
joint up, put that sucker on them sticks in the ground, and everybody drinking, having a good time, listening to music, talking, fellowship, and whatever, and slow cook that sucker over open fire, and don't no parts go to waste,
Rudy
I'm
Cookie
except for
Cat.
telling
what
you.
Jegs just said.
I ain't heard
I'm
that.
Except
telling
for
you.
what Jegs just said. That the entrail, you know, the inside, all that. Look here, man. It bro, and that's what I be saying. Now I don't want home to ever go to waste because that's where I'm from and I got people I love there. But if we're gonna talk about survival,
Hey,
shit, man,
everything's
it's a
on. You talking
whole
about survival? Everything's on the table.
Oh yeah.
everything on the table, baby.
Shit.
But this is how people live on a regular basis. I'm talking about folk with money. See, that's the crazy part. That's something else that I notice over here. It's a big separation. So you can have folks who some of the richest people in this country uh still put their clothes still they now they have what you would call in the state servants or a maid or a housekeeper or whatever. The richest people in this country, guess what? They clothes still washed by hand and hung out
Yep.
on the line to dry.
So
It's very
Yep.
traditional.
it ain't like coming
What's
to America.
No,
no
no.
sir.
You can't get in. You couldn't
No.
get in. Man, the baths is what I was looking.
Hey, I ain't even over. Hey, African. I'm not even over there. And I can answer that. No, no.
No sir. No sir.
The
Now
baths though, man,
you
they got the baths. It's got to be like this. Got to. I mean,
hey, now you might have enough money. You can get you some. You might have some rose bearers. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to pull off that bath. Now, bath and laundry two different things. Now, you can't get away with that in the states. But yeah, man, yeah, it
we'll still
that
do
goes down. That part goes down. Because I mean, if you can afford it, you can afford what you can afford. I'm just talking
it.
about
You
the
ain't right.
survival part of it. You know what, man? It's like, and I'm not knocking nobody because nobody choose where they born or what they grow up with, stuff like
Right.
that. But man, I'm telling you, if I'm an American citizen, if my internet go out too long, as much time as we spend on here, I'm like, damn. But at the same time, it's done happened so many times. Hell, we got DVDs, we got movies, we got the whole outdoors. We're just hell. I go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? But I know good and doggone well, man. If the power go out and the internet go down, I got family back home. I'm gonna worry about it real hard because they ain't gonna be able to make it. They ain't gonna make it, man.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
For real.
And the bad thing about it
They
is,
were like a clown.
you look at all these foreign countries and everything. Oh, they eating a rat. They eating this. They eating a snail. They eating crickets. You just don't know. That's some of the best
Look
eating.
at people coming in.
Hell,
That's
I
some of
wasn't
the
even
be-
gonna. I wasn't even gonna say that, brother. I don't disagree with you, but I was gonna say, man, like I'm gonna use myself as an example. Y'all know good and damn well I can't wait to go to Sonic as soon as I get on the U.S. Into the U.S. United States of America. Y'all know I can't wait to get to Sonic.
You need
Man,
chemicals,
the
right,
stuff
man?
man, them delicious chemicals, them delicious poison. Look here, bro. We don't know what's in them doggone hot dog. We don't. I don't know what I'm eating. So while folk worried about what people in third world country eating and this nasty and that nasty, and I seen my bro. Shout out David Corey. What's up, bro? Texas in the building. David Corey. He said, I ain't eating that. Man, anybody who
That's
done ever ate a damn hot dog, you tell
put mustard on
me
my
every piece of
barbecue.
animal. What's that, bro?
David Killer said, we barbecue with mustard. I don't put mustard on my barbecue.
I have, it depends. I done tried a couple briskets like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But even briskets over here don't cook up like that because briskets is one of the things that's allowed to have the biggest percentage of
Anyway,
salt water put in them. Man, y'all go to some of these videos or do some research on the meat that you eat, and the reason you wonder why it get tender so fast and why it's as big as it is because they allow USDA regulations. They allowed to put a percentage of salt
oh yeah,
water in chicken,
yes,
in beef, in pork, in everything. They pump it up with salt
yes,
water. So
yeah.
yes.
when you cook that down, all that juice you see running out of it, you like, oh man, this plump, this some good meat right here. It
That
tastes
ain't
good,
juice.
but
Yeah.
They,
that ain't
they ain't
juice.
juice.
They allow
That
so
ain't
much
juice.
bugs and stuff like that in your flowers and grains and stuff too.
My
Mm-hmm.
wife cooked some chicken wing about 2 weeks ago, and I was on somebody like I said I had to tell them I was eating pterodactyl wings. I ain't never had no wings that big.
Oh yeah,
They were pterodactyl
I
wings.
know.
Shh.
hey, hey,
Ain't, ain't
man.
no ain't no way you could eat one chicken wing and be full.
Yeah, ain't no chicken wings and big man. Where they get these chickens from?
They're
Bruh.
injected.
Okay.
Why these
Not,
chicken
not,
legs? I
not
seen
only
my grandmama them clean them all day. They wouldn't know this big. I ain't never seen no chicken leg that big. How chicken
they
leg
wasn't.
this big?
Come on, bruh. They were never that big. And then I'm gonna say something else. Look here, man. Check this out. Now, on average, anywhere from 80 to 100 million wings are sold a
Yeah.
day. A day. It ain't that many chickens on the doggone planet. If you think it ain't a chicken somewhere sitting off somewhere where you can't see him that got 7 wings on each side, you crazy as hell.
You
This
ever
where
hear
we at, folk.
Yeah,
This
you
where
ever
we
hear
at.
GMO
Claxton's chicken?
What's that?
Chicken all the
all
time.
the time.
All the time.
We eating clone
All the
birds.
time.
We eating clone
Yeah.
breast.
You eating birds that when they take the birds out as chicks and they feed them and they give them that chemical and the bird is supposed to be grown in
They're
eight
not moving
weeks.
around in the
They're
cage.
grown in 5 to 6 weeks now.
5 to 6 weeks, man.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah.
it be a month, and you got a full 2 kilo
That's it.
hen. that's ready to
That's
go.
it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go and throw this out here too. Uh, we when me and April got here, uh, and we realized this in other places we live as well, outside of the states. Man, we had to readjust because we were like,
Chicken wing
why this
food.
chicken so little? Why? Because they were full, real. I'm telling y'all, man, reality food versus mutated or
Fake
genetically
food, fake
modified food.
food.
Yeah, they do beef that way too.
Yeah, it's a whole. Okay, I was on your channel. I'm trying to be respectful. Versus fake food is so doggone different. When we first got here, man, I could almost eat my own whole chicken because they were so little. Because
That's
I
it.
wasn't used to birds being that small.
Yeah,
Because like he just said, man, these big old guinea wings or these mutant wings.
yeah.
Man, I'm used to food being way bigger than that. And
Them
now for
birds
about
be
2-3
talking.
months, man, as my body
That's
cleaned out, my diet changed, and we started eating different and living different, bruh. April went back to the state. I haven't been back. Went back to the states.
David
Probably
Perry said they do cats and dogs like that too.
they sure do.
yeah, yeah.
They
K
sure
Gogi
do.
tastes. Hey, K Gogi tastes good. I don't care what nobody say.
What? What dude?
I've been
Cat,
dreaming know what I'm talking about.
no, I never had Kagogi, bro. I never had Kagogi, but tell the people about it. I know what it is. I heard about it.
Is it K Gogi is a
Well, I done
dog?
ate. I done been to a buffet, so I probably done had some cat before.
Hey, hey,
Yeah, we probably all have. You don't know what
hey.
they.
And I lived in
Yeah.
Chicago too. That's all they said that that place over there. That's all they were serving was cats and dogs.
That's why I don't even eat McDonald's no more. I ain't at
I believe it.
McDonald's in forever. I don't eat that stuff.
Well, I only eat fish from McDonald's because I know it ain't real fish, but the fish is better than anything else they got.
Yeah.
Man, and that's my favorite thing from that, man. A fillet of fish. Oh, a
He
fillet
said
of
That's the only
fish.
thing I eat for real.
Yeah.
And I don't eat the French fries all the time. Give
Man.
me a
We
cafe
need, we need
mocha.
to get away from that fast food stuff anyway and get back to tradition. Cooking our own food, growing it on, raising it.
That's hard to do here in the States because it's all about greed and money.
Oh yeah, and then
That's what I was finna say.
that's why they created them HMOs and all that old crap.
Greed is what made this world the way it is. You
Greed in the
you
devil.
don't you well the devil is
It
greed
is
too.
from the devil.
He's greed too.
Yeah.
But that's why I try to live content the way I am.
You only
I don't want to try. I don't want to live above my means.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
content where I am at. But greed is what got us going downhill quick, fast, in a hurry. You see on the Discovery Channel where they have ship that responsible for the fish sandwich at McDonald's. That is a whole factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't seen it, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I saw one thing where they was talking about how they make the chicken nuggets and stuff, and it's not white, it's actually pink.
Fact.
Then when they do what they do, then it comes out white, and you think you eating chicken nuggets, but you eating some kind of stuff that they done mixed up, some of everything in it.
You must remember when you're eating from the devil's table, don't complain when you get sick.
That's true too.
That's so true.
Hey, and that's why the doctors want to make so much money on you, because they know you eating from his table, and they know you're gonna get sick, and they want their cut of the money too.
Mm-hmm.
Greed, bro, greed.
That's why you think it ain't. Well, they say it ain't too many cures for stuff that, man, there's cures for like AIDS. Oh, ain't no cure for AIDS. If you got money, it seems like you can get a cure for it. Look at all these people been cured.
You right.
It ain't no cure for cancer. It seems like you got money, you can get cured for it. Look at all the people got cured.
That's
You
it.
can't tell me just It don't. It ain't no money in the cure.
Now, if you got the money,
Money
they
in the
got the cure.
treatment. Yeah, if you got money, you can get cured. But for them, for a normal person, it ain't no money in the cure. It's money in that treatment though. They can get
Yep,
twice as much
that's it.
money out of that treatment they could if they got sold you a cure.
I need to give you 20 doses of radiation treatment. So that's
Yeah,
$700 each time you come. You got
yeah,
to come 20 times.
we're gonna charge the insurance 2,000 pop.
And then you got to come out your pocket with some too.
Oh yeah, come out your pocket 350 every time, every visit.
No, I heard that, Corey. I mean, David.
Man, the whole factory.
And now
I
I
believe.
heard it's some of every part of the meat that comes out of the chicken and some pig and all that other stuff too.
I
But
heard.
no, I ain't heard that one about that.
I heard most of the meat at 9 cents. I just don't eat it.
Yeah. The movie Soylent Green. Hey, you better watch it and really think about it. Soylent Green.
Yeah, how much money has been collected from billions, billions, billions.
That's true. They have a telethon, a marathon, all this stuff going all the time. And you trying to tell me you ain't never got enough money to cure nothing?
Nothing.
I guess each doctor that
Hey, it's
get it,
mighty
they
funny though. It's mighty funny these millionaires get cures from it. It's awful funny.
hey, that's true. You got the cure, David. You got the cure for all these disease.
It's just sad, man. I just don't. I don't understand it. Sometimes I think my world's too big for this art because I can't. I'm for this world, because I can't see how people treat people like that. I just truly don't.
David, you telling the truth, but the only
Yeah,
problem is, what can we do at this level?
nothing.
I be sick. Somebody will say, "Yeah, you pray about every." Yeah, I'm gonna keep on praying about it too. That might be my part. Me getting on my knees and praying about it.
What African Jimmy was saying last week is true. I mean, we can't really blame the people that came before us for all the stuff that's happening to them because they didn't know. They didn't have the technology to see
True,
what was going to happen. I mean, they didn't know. They thought
because
that was,
we're more advanced than they are anyway.
yeah, 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 that's true. Because all thing you had was TV to listen to. They always feed their agenda.
Well, bro, I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
is
what
crazy.
day for.
That's something I always wondered, David.
How can a person born after the Constitution change it? Well, you ain't in the right location because
That's
there's some
crazy.
other folks that be trying to change it every day. Taco chicken nuggets.
Thank you for coming in.
Tiffany. You're right.
Yeah.
But that like I told you, I'm not really on the vegetables and all that stuff. I'm not planting nothing in my backyard. I'm trying to clean that whole place up. The only thing I'm working on is my orchard, and I want to get my whole backyard reconstructed because I'm putting my chickens and goats and everything. But I this year, sometime this year, I even have some sheep back there. Hey, is that Hmm.
Man, it's just crazy. crazy.
Yeah. This is the world we live in.
Yeah. But when you was growing up, you ever thought the world would turn out the way it is now?
No, truthfully, never thought about it. As being a young person, we didn't have all this technology when I
We
was a
could
little
see.
kid. We didn't have this soccer. No, the
No.
only technology you had was a TV with 3 or 2 channels on it. That was it.
Yeah.
And you might get UHF if you just stayed and turned that
And
knob
they all
long
went
enough.
off at a certain time of the night. And you weren't
That's
seeing
it.
them with snow, what we used to call snow.
Yeah.
And
So no.
everything you watched on TV, you can go to school and everybody at school gonna talk about it because you only had 3 or 4 channels you could watch.
That's
So
it.
everybody watched the same thing.
And now we got so much technology that this crap just going to crap.
That's man. Yeah.
I would get goats less maintenance. Yeah, well, yes and no.
Remember the great Lord.
Hey, David, my goats, they pissing me off. I built a barn out there. The goats, they done ate the door off. My goats get, they get feed, plus they get hay. And my goats, they don't start eating the barn up too. So that's one of the things when I put my goats in the back, I can't have a wooden barn. I gotta have all metal back there.
The Benny Hill show. I used to like that show. It was funny. The Benny Hill show. I used to like that show. It was funny. You remember the Benny Hill show?
Yeah, it came on late at night.
Mm-hmm. They said it was the worst show.
It was pretty good to me. They taught you stuff that you couldn't learn on other shows.
It was fun.
At that time, I believe he's the only one that actually has some of that X-rated stuff on TV. He was about the only one.
Yeah.
I think he came on at 11:30, 12 o'clock, something like that.
I tell you, a show I didn't like was what was it? One of they had a little Arnold on there. What you say? What you talking about, Willis?
Different strokes.
Yeah. I didn't like that show too much. Everybody else loved it though. I didn't care too much for it. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of Premier thinking out here. Electric too. Every one of them dogs, but they're gonna have
coming in.
they're gonna have electric collar on their neck.
Yeah, less maintenance.
Mama J, how you doing?
Yeah, it come on at 10, the TV went off at 12.
Yeah. Except for UHF.
UHF. I don't remember that.
Yeah. UHF,
I don't remember.
that's number one. That's before the one. You got, well, see, I don't know what kind of TV you had. We had a TV you had to turn by hand.
Yeah.
And you had UHF, then you start with 1 all the way to
Oh yeah, okay.
12, and then you got UHF.
Oh, okay.
And you put it on UHF, and you got to tune it in. And it's all fuzzy and everything, but you hit it just right. You can get that channel to come in. Sometimes it's from another country or something like that.
UHF wasn't from wasn't TV.
Hey, it's what we had.
I used to watch a lot of Channel 8 when I was a kid growing up.
We had channel
Ugh.
27 10 2710. I think that was it.
I think we had a 2, 4, 17.
Yeah, we had 4 too, because that's what the soap operas came on.
Yep.
That's right.
17 and 30. And then after a while we got channel 58, I believe.
All
No, we
that
had
came to
channel
UH.
8. We had channel 8.
All that was on the UHF.
But first, I mean, for years, it was only like channel 2, 4, and
And
17.
2, 4, and 7.
Well, it was 17 here. And
Uh,
then we got channel 30. And then years after that, we got channel 58. And we had 8. We had 2, 4, 8. And then we got 17. And then channel 30.
most of my childhood, we only had 3 channels. Then you had UHF. That was it.
Yeah, I think it was like the 80s before we got channel 30 and all that. Belt loop. Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
Beltley, what's up?
I think it was like in the 80s or something before we got channel 30 and 58 and stuff.
And now, let me see. We had in the 80s, we had 3 channels because my daddy used to. We had rabbit antenna airs on the TV. Yeah, hold that right there. Hold that right there. Wait just a minute.
I'll be 48 this year.
Sunday said, "How old are you, Oldhams?" He thought you and him was the same age.
I'll be 48 this year.
You the same age as me, Sunday.
Thinking about working on this channel.
Yeah, as being a child, yeah, you had to stand and hold the antennas for a while.
Oh yeah. And you was the remote controller when you was a child. You had to get
That's
on
it.
time.
Turn the channel. Turn the channel. Turn.
Mhm.
I had to come out the back room. Everybody sitting in the living room. I had to come out the back room, turn the TV, then go back.
Yeah, I remember whose live was that? Was it Vision Preparedness or African Dreaming? One of them live that was talking about how you just had one phone and it was on the cord. It was Vision saying that. He had
Yeah,
one phone that was on the cord, like 20-foot long cord on it.
that's it. That's it.
You have to bid home to get that phone call. There was no texting or none of that.
Mm,
You got
Let me
paid
see.
out, boy. Everybody thought you was the
And just about every house I lived in, the phone was in the kitchen.
You see what Sunday said? No, you couldn't watch what you want back then. No, sir. Unless they wasn't home. You gonna watch what they want. It took a while before we got TVs in our room.
Yeah.
Before it was just
Well,
one in the living room and one in my mama's room.
I take that back. I was blessed as a little fella. I think I got my
Yeah,
first TV. I think I was 8 years old when I got my first TV because it was just me.
yeah, better stuff than what they have now. They
My
think
TV
they
used to
have a party.
my TV used to put me to sleep and wake me up.
It was just the shows back in. They all had like meaning and stuff to it, man. Stuff these days, man. I don't understand what it's about.
Yeah, this stuff ain't got the meeting now.
It's crazy.
And with the soap operas, they repeated everything so much, you could be gone for like 2 or 3 weeks, and you can come back and still be right on key with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how good soap operas was when I was a young soldier and stuff. You got soldiers telling, "Oh man, I gotta go to the barracks. I gotta go." Everybody run to the barracks to watch some soap operas.
That's
Oh
something
man, Victor this and Victor that and Victor. Man, you're a grown man soldier. What you trying to watch soap operas for? Didn't matter. Everybody in there trying to catch soap operas.
That's something else. We used to have like BET and MTV and all that stuff back in the 90s or the end of the 80s,
Oh, Craig grow what I
early
eat.
90s. You know what I'm saying? We used to set up and watch them. I mean, we used to. Oh, it was just fun.
Late night. What was that thing? The music show that come on with what's his name? Wolfman Jack. He'll come on like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be playing music, dancing, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I appreciate you coming through, Belt Luke.
Have a good one, Belt Loop.
The VHF was a tape. Yeah, it was a tape, but it was a channel. It was you. It was UHF, wasn't it?
UHF.
Yeah.
You got UHF and you got VHF. Both of them are side by side. Oh, right. VHS is the tape. UHF is on the TV.
Yeah. 1 through 13. 14 through 84. Yeah, Sanford Son, Fat Albert. Oh yeah, Good Times. Yeah, that was the show.
Yeah.
Wolfman was a radio show, wasn't it? Wolfman. I don't remember that.
The radio show. I think I remember that. But sure, after school every day, my whole thing was Lassie, Rin
Oh,
Tin Tin,
I watched last
Superman, Batman, the Green Hornet. Then it's time for. Then it's time. It was time for my mama to come home and time for the news to be on. After the news, all the serious shows come on.
That was crazy. I think when I came home in the afternoon.
Okay, David.
As far as I remember, I used to watch like cartoons. I watched Sassy, I think, on Saturdays or something. But it was more like Thundercats and He-Man and stuff like that.
And now we have Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat.
I remember Garfield.
The cat with all the tricks in the bag.
I don't remember no Felix. Felix the cat.
Yeah, Felix. It was a black cat. He always carried a bag on his side and he walked on 2 legs.
Talking about cartoon, man. Tom and Jerry used to be my car. I used to love that cartoon because of Speedy McGillis' cousin. I forgot his name. Slow McGillis or something like that. Slow. It's like it was funny.
So you ain't get no Speed Racer?
Huh?
You ain't get no Speed Racer?
Speed Racer.
The TV
I
show.
remember Speed Racer. Racer. Watch it.
He got everything he need in his race car. Everything.
Yeah.
With Trixie and I forgot his sidekick. Yeah. Felix the cat. Felix black and white cat. Yeah. His stomach was white.
I think I remember that cat, but I don't remember the name of that show though.
Felix the cat, a wonderful, wonderful cat. He
I used to like that little penguin too. What was that penguin name? Oh, that little bitty penguin used to always hitting that dog on the head.
Hello, G Quad. How you doing?
Hey, Auntie Ella.
The penguin hit the.
You know that little penguin. He used to always be messing with that dog that had most time he had that wine barrel on his neck.
Do you mean the chicken?
Huh?
The chicken that used to beat the dog up?
This was a penguin. They always in an igloo and stuff all the time. That was in the 80s. That was cartoons in the 80s.
Well, you're right. I wasn't watching no cartoons in the 80s. I was a grown man.
I was in my teens. Depends on what part of the 80s.
Growing what I eat. Now I'm gonna tell you something about my mind. My mind used to constantly go. When I turned 58, something happened. My mind, I could be in the bed getting ready to go to sleep, and I said, "Oh man, let me get a pencil. Something I remember that I could do tomorrow, or something I should have done today," and I write it down. When I
Oh,
turned
really?
58, it seemed like something just snapped, and I stopped thinking like that. Now everything just comes to memory.
Not me, boy. It's just the opposite way to me. I can't hardly remember crap anymore. I think that was before my time, baby. Now I remember that cat. I just don't remember the name of that show. But anybody remember
I,
that penguin?
now you said in the 80s. I don't remember too much about the 80s.
That's gonna blow
Schoolhouse Rock.
that's gonna blow
Schoolhouse
me
Rock
all
was
night.
actually from the 60s, 70s, and even some in the 80s. That's where you learn learn your alphabets and learn about the bill on Capitol Hill, all that stuff. Now,
Somebody
now
backstage, but I don't know who it is. It's
you better
symbol,
look at them first.
name.
Look at them first.
I can't even see their face. They got the camera on, but they ain't showing their face.
Well, don't let them up if they don't show their face. Uh, you do you remember It Takes a Thief?
It takes a thief.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
it was a TV show.
Uh-uh.
That's the man that caused me to start getting my behind whooped
Why you say that?
because I watched it and I know it so good that I started doing the stuff that he did, and that's when I opened up my grandmother's Samsonite suitcase,
Uh-huh.
and that's when I first saw $1,000 bill, a real $1,000 bill. My
I
my
remember
grandmother's
seeing money like that when we was kids. I used to have $500 bills,
my
or
my grandmother,
thousand
she
dollar
say
bill.
when my granddaddy come home with the money and everything, they pay the bills. She get the rest of the money. She lock it up in a suitcase. And I tell you about one incident. I went up in there and I got $100 bill out of there. And my brother telling about, we having a party at school tomorrow, and I ain't got nothing to take. I'm supposed to bring a cake, and but you didn't tell mother you need a cake. And he downstairs be crying. We're the same age. I'm 2 months older than he is, and he crying. I stole $100 bill out the suitcase, and I went to this meat market that I shouldn't have went to because that was the family store that we always go. Everybody knew everybody. I went in there, I bought a cake out of there, and the man
What's the
gave me my
name?
change and
Lolo?
everything. And then I took the cake to school, gave it to my brother. Said, "Here you go, man. Here you go." Then when I got back home, my my grandmother said, "Give me that money." I said, "What money?" Uh, so and so
That ain't the
called me.
name of it. I don't think that was the name of the one I watched. It wasn't no
So
Lolo.
and so called me and told me you bought a cake with $100 bill. And she told me behind up. I gave her the money and everything. And she said, "Where you get it from?" I wouldn't tell her I went in the suitcase, but she knew I went in the suitcase because when she set a suitcase up, there's certain things that she do to know whether anybody went in there. I went in there.
And my grandma used to keep money stashed everywhere. And
Yeah.
that's when I started to stash of money. Every time I get money, I put it up in, I had dictionaries on the top of my closet. And I used to stash my money in between the pages.
Hey, I used to. Well, the old truck I got in the back. I would take money and I would pull a trim off the inside by the window. I
Backyard.
stick money in there, and if I go someplace and don't have any money, anything, I just pull a trim off the car, get me some money, and keep going.
Mm. People bury
And
money, but if you bury money, it molds and it don't last that
but
long.
not, but I got a wife now, so I don't be doing all that hiding and all that stuff with my money.
We should though. What these times are going.
I know.
No, hold up.
Yes, she did.
Somebody says back here in the same dude that was before that had all these symbols, and then it's as men, Mr. Terry. I don't know who that is.
Oh, the one that's trying to come up.
Yeah,
What's his name?
it says ASS mid Mr. Terry.
Nah, I pass.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I had a lot of them butt whooping.
Well, I got most of my beatings from my granddaddy, but the only good thing about it is when he whipped one, he whooped them all. He whooped everybody. Ain't no
Yeah,
one person got
yeah.
away.
That's how it used to be back then. I'm gonna tell you what one of my cousins did. He took some of his mama, she used to keep chains rolled up. He took some of it and he to the store and he spent some and then he took the rest and we had a hole beside the house and he put it in the hole and covered it up. And my cousin came home from school and found it. And he took it down to the store and he was spending it. Well, it turns out like the day before that, somebody broke in that place, that store, and they thought that was the pennies that come from the store. So they had to call the police and everything. Go find out he done stole it. This is what my other cousin stole from his mama and put in that hole.
And another thing, we didn't know value of money. A lot of the money and change and stuff that my grandmother had in a suitcase, it was silver coins.
Yeah, it had to be in something.
It was all silver. It wasn't regular coins. It was silver coins. And I learned about that
That's
too.
what I figured, Jake. Dave, he done popped up again. I ain't feeling back here. Butcher Block,
Don't do it, bro.
local market store.
The
All
village
about it.
butcher.
100 pounds. Good lord.
Hey, that's an heirloom, Miss
Yeah,
G.
so old coffee cans. They used to use the old coffee cans and stuff to put money in, but I don't think money keeps that long underground.
Well,
Moisture get off in there. It's gonna start.
well, now you drop a few moisture tabs in there with it.
Back then they didn't.
No.
So they buried something back in 1950, 1960, and if you happen to run across it now and it's in the ground, most likely it's gonna be.
No, it'll be money is not really made out of paper. It's
Back
made out
then
of
it
cloth.
was. Back then it was.
And hey,
Back then they used to make it out of paper. Now it's made out of that like fabric or cloth, whatever it is.
yeah, it's a cloth paper.
Yeah, coin back then was silver.
Yes.
Paper money, it was made out of paper.
Yeah, I got me a few silver coins. I just keep them on the side. Never know when I have to melt them down.
Oh yeah. Make bullets or anything out of that.
No, silver. Hey, you know this is where we're supposed to be running on silver and gold.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hear this late.
They even made coins out of copper back then too. Then.
Yeah.
They had like copper pennies.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it brass? It's copper. It's
1943 steel penny.
Steel.
1943 steel penny.
Out of something else before they went to copper.
Due to the fact of combat, they took all the copper to make bullets and all that stuff, and they made money out of steel. Now, some of the 1943 pennies, some of them are valuable and some are not. I got some steel pennies, some 43 steel pennies too.
Did you find that red plum? You found that red plum, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
That money was never made of paper. It was hemp. I
Hmm.
didn't know that. I thought it was paper back in the day.
Hey, grow what you eat. When your live cut off on us, I came in the house, started cooking dinner, and I've been on YouTube ever since I finished dinner. I ain't had a chance to look for it, but I'm gonna look for it though.
Have a
That
few
red
silver
plum.
coins and $2 bills. You thought you was something back then when you got one of them $2 bills. They gave you
Yeah.
one of them $2 bills. That was something. I'm gonna tell you what my uncle used to do, man. Which this was back in the '80s, so you know gas was cheap then. But he used to have his, we used to call it a deuce and a quarter. It was a Buick
Mm-hmm.
Sabre, 70 something model, big 4 barrel. And he would give you like 30 cents until you go in there and put it in the gas tank. Here, go in there and pay for this gas for me. 30 cents? What this gonna do, huh?
Hey,
They gonna laugh at me. I go in there with 30 cents to put in the gas tank. He would do it all.
that's why he sent you.
Yeah, that's why he was sending us.
I remember in Chicago, the gas was like $1. No, gas was 80 something cents, and they talking about we had an increase on something, and the dudes used to rip us off. You go there and somebody jump up there quick. Let me put the gas in there for you right there.
Hmm.
And all right, they put the gas in, and you give them the money, and they go pay. You don't put $20 in there, but it's only no. You put $10 in there, they tell you it's $20. So they go pay the $10 to the folks on the inside. They put the other 10 in their pocket. When I first started driving in Chicago, they got me. I said they'd never get me again.
That's what they do. I've been there.
Never
What I
again.
eat. Money has no value. Burning to see if the bank covers it. No, they ain't gonna cover you. You have a lot of $2 bills.
Yeah, I got some of them too. I think I got 2 silver certificates. Those was the days, man.
Yeah, it was, and we'll never get them days back again.
Who you tell?
Gas was really cheap. If he gave you $4 and put in the gas tank, you really thought you was doing something. He really thought he was doing something. He probably drove for 3 weeks on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot how
I,
much
I
gas
was
was back then, but I mean, I ain't really think about even looking at gas prices back then.
I was at Fort Stewart. I remember the gas was it was 80 something
$5 just
cents.
changed back. Good Lord. 36.
I was in Fort Stewart. ¿Qué pasa?
Reducing the floor. 30 cents in a gallon. My aunt had this Thunderbird, this white Thunderbird. It was a 70 or 80 something model, I think. And man, she used to drive so fast. You know how you come off them hills, it goes like that. When she come off a hill, it feels like you're flying. And you go down like that and it feels like you sunk down in your stomach. That used to be so cool. We thought when we was growing up, we thought they was everything. It was like fly, auntie, fly, auntie, fly.
Going up
Yeah,
and down hills, huh?
yeah. It was one time we was all coming back from my
Put
family
on
family reunion a couple cities away. It was all
what
pounding
you
the car
mean?
with my auntie, and she got pulled over for speeding or something. And it turns out it was somebody we recognized. He was a PE teacher or something, but he was a cop too. And we got to call him Goomer Powell because that was his nickname for it. We used to call him Goomer Powell all the time. Hey, Goomer Powell,
Mhm.
Goomer Powell. Auntie like, y'all shut up. Y'all finna make me get put in jail. He finna put me in jail if y'all been calling this man Goomer Powell. It was
Ron,
funny.
what you eat? What you mean? What I put in the pot?
Man, $4 of gas was a lot. Yes, it
J32.
was.
Hablos Español. I was talking to my grandson. He don't speak. He know a little Spanish, what they learn in school because he go to school with other Hispanic children. But no,
It's almost 10 o'clock. Get this half a day of work done. Go get this little surgery. Chill out for the weekend.
un poco español, ¿crees?
Be sipping
Un
through
poco.
for about 3 days.
Well, to be truthful with you, I did speak Spanish. In New York, I lived in a Hispanic neighborhood, and when I was in Chicago, I took 4 years of Spanish. When I went in the military and I went to Korea, I was speaking Korean and finished it in Spanish, and the woman started looking at me like I'm crazy, and she said, "You losing your mind?" I said, "Huh?" She said, "You were speaking Korean, then you start speaking something else." And I got out of it where I could stop speaking Spanish, and then truthfully, I just forgot it because I never spoke it. Then, unfortunately, when it come to Korean, the little bit of Korean I learned, I remember it. The German, I forgot, but I think I remember the Korean so well because when you went to Korea, you had to go to, I think it was 1 or 2 weeks, you had to be in school for Korean and all that stuff. I guess that's why I remember it.
I know a little Spanish, but I don't know too much. Not more like I should. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. It's been a pleasure, like always. A3, I appreciate you.
Hey, when you close out, hold on, bro.
Huh?
When you close it out, stay on there.
Okay. I I hope everybody come out and support my brother J3 tomorrow. He'll be doing a jump off on his channel because I'll be having that little surgery. I'll be there, probably watching. I won't be able to talk. So thank y'all for coming once again. Hold on.
Y'all be blessed.